Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Lee. I come from Bukit Matajam and now I'm staying in Kluang, Johor. So welcome to my program. As you know, I'm now uploading videos of my book, my second book, which is actually quite complete because there are 40 lessons altogether. All grammar, 100% grammar. So if you really come across a book which has 40 lessons, different parts of grammar, that book should be quite complete. Because I would say that even if you fully complete it, maybe another 5, 6 or 7 lessons and that's it. Okay, so this book is very complete. Although the standard may not be high. After all, it's the second book. So I can't suddenly jump to a very high level, making the questions too challenging for students to do. Okay? Anyhow, it's complete. Alright? Now, if you look at lesson 31 on the board now, we are still at comparison of adjectives. So you know that adjectives is adjectives by itself. But there is another lesson about adjectives which we called comparison of adjectives, where you compare. Like this, as beautiful as, there's no comparison. Example, she is as beautiful as a princess or as a fairy. No comparison, it's just like, she's beautiful like a fairy. There is no comparison. Whereas, if I say she is more beautiful than a fairy, that means I'm comparing. Okay? And we call it the comparative degree, and it's a comparison between two. Two people, two animals, two things, two places, or two situations. And superlative degree, the most beautiful. So superlative, as you can see, the word super. Super means the highest level. Okay, so comparison between 3 or more than 3. Okay? So all I'm going to do is just to read. Okay? This is again not a discussion of the exercise, but rather the explanation part, which I believe I should teach. So I'm going to spend some time teaching you. Okay? So when you see the word beautiful, normally when the adjective has one syllable, example tall, one syllable, then you put er, taller than, the tallest. Or short, one syllable, shorter than the shortest. And then you have 2 syllables. Example, careful, careful, 2 syllables. When you have 2 syllables, there is always a risk. Because 2 syllable words, there are 2 answers to it. First is you put er-est. So example, happy, happier than, the happiest. Happy, why? You throw it away, you put IER. And then happiest, you throw away the why, you put IEST. Or healthy, wealthy, healthier than, wealthier than. You see, 2 syllables. So that, is difficult because like here, careful, more careful than the most careful. Or foolish, more foolish than the most foolish. You don't say foolisher, foolishest. You don't say that. Okay? So, one thing I want you to see on the whiteboard is, I underline in blue. Can you see? Beautiful, careful, full, forgetful, full, helpful, full, peaceful, full, painful, full, useful, full, wonderful, full. So, FUL. Words or adjectives with FUL. I can safely say it's safe. Just put more than or the most. Safe. You don't put ER anymore. So no fuller, fullest, no. Another word is less, like careless, LESS. LESS. And that I can tell you. When you see full, FUL, or less, LESS, I can tell you. You just go ahead and put more than the most. Okay, whether it's 2 syllables or 3 syllables. Of course, I can tell you that 3 syllables, like on the board you can see beautiful, you know, or dangerous, expensive. Dangerous, expensive. 3 syllables. I can tell you that it is very, very safe to put more than the most. So the one that you have to be worried about or be careful is 2 syllable words. If you have 4 syllables like comfortable, 4 syllables, I tell you it is safe just to put more than the most. This is what I can tell you. I can share with you. Alright? So full, F-U-L, less, L-E-S-S, or 3 syllables, expensive, or 4 syllables, comfortable. Now, I have heard people pronouncing this word as comfortable. It's okay. It's alright. Okay? So I will just read on. As careful as, more careful than the most careful. It's really simple because of F-U-L. This one, 2 reasons. First, because it has 3 syllables, beautiful. And second, because of the full behind F-U-L. So definitely more than the most. As dangerous as, more dangerous than the most dangerous. 3 syllables, dangerous. So we are safe. Just put more than the most. As expensive as, more expensive than the most expensive. Expensive, 3 syllables, so safe. More than the most. As forgetful as, more forgetful than the most forgetful. 3 syllables, forgetful, so safe. Another reason is because of the F-U-L behind. I mentioned just now, F-U-L, L-E-S-S is safe to put more than the most. As foolish as, more foolish than the most foolish. 2 syllables, but you do not say foolisher, foolishest. You don't. As handsome as, more handsome than the most handsome. 2 syllables, handsome. But you don't say handsomer, handsomest. No. As honest as, more honest than the most honest. This one, the pronunciation is honest, not honest. No. So honest, 2 syllables, but you use more than the most. As helpful as, more helpful than the most helpful. Here is simple because of F-U-L. So it's safe to put more than the most. As important as, more important than the most important. 3 syllables, important, so safe. More than the most. As peaceful as, more peaceful than the most peaceful. Peaceful, 2 syllables. And besides, there's a F-U-L there. So you look at F-U-L, you can identify. Just put more than the most. As painful as, more painful than the most painful. Again here, F-U-L. So you understand that you can use, you just use more than the most. As pleasant as, more pleasant than the most pleasant. You don't say pleasanter, pleasantest. No. So this one, I have heard people pronounce it as pleasant. No, it's pleasant. You don't read the A. You just say P-L-E, pleasant. As polite as, more polite than the most polite. 2 syllables. But then you put more than the most. So you don't say polite, politer, politest. No. As useful as, more useful than the most useful. Simple, F-U-L. As I mentioned just now, F-U-L, L-E-S-S. You just put more than the most, should be fine. Shouldn't be a problem. As wonderful as, more wonderful than the most wonderful. Here there are 2 reasons. Firstly, it has 3 syllables, wonderful. And secondly, because of F-U-L. So you just put more than the most. So again, I tell you that this is the explanation part of the book. This is not any exercise. No. I just thought that I should explain this because it is different from the normal E-R-E-S-T. And the exercise that follows, I just pick a few. It's not as many as this. Okay? So that's it for my lesson. Okay? There's nothing much to explain actually, because if you ask me, how do I know that I should put ER or EST? I mentioned before in the previous videos. I don't know. You see? Why? Because this is already fixed. It's already fixed. Like let us say long, longer than the longest, or 2 syllables, like just now I give you the example. Healthy, healthier, the healthiest. But then again, handsome, more handsome than the most handsome. So all these are already fixed. So I can't explain to you why I must put more than or the most. It is not me. Okay, it is all written, all fixed already in grammar. So it has become very easy to learn anything, including language. Not like the people who who were born in the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and even 80s. Not born in the 1980s, still okay. You know why? Because the early 1990s, you already have this internet. Before that, there was no internet. So what do people do? They have to learn by using books. Whereas for you, it is that simple. All you have to do is your handphone or your computer, whatever. Okay, just Google it. Just type comparison of adjectives. You will see one whole list coming out. Positive degree, comparative degree, superlative degree. It's all written black and white to show you. So then there's nothing to worry. This one I put EREST, or I put the more than or the most. Nothing to worry. Just refer. Just do a little homework. And you can't study actually. Okay, this one, yes, you can study this actually. But grammar, you can't study. Okay, grammar, you can't study. If you tell me you want to study grammar, I don't think that, you can study grammar. But for me, grammar is mastered. You can actually master grammar, you can, but not using the studying way. Because studying is the theory part. You still need application. If you compare English and language or mathematics, I would say that language is difficult, more difficult. Like mathematics, you have a fixed formula. The formula is already fixed. So all you have to do is to follow the formula. Like A plus A equals to 2A. You won't have a situation, but under this circumstance, A plus A becomes A2. No, it is still 2A. No matter how you do, it's still 2A. We don't talk about addition or maths. Let us talk about modern maths. But English, English is a language, you see. So you can say, yeah, this is the basic rule. But then you have certain situations you cannot use again. Like this, 2 syllables. Headache. Some you have to put more than the most, some you have to put EREST. I already gave you examples just now. Okay? So, if you want to study, you can. For me, grammar is mastered through a lot of practice. Do a lot of exercise. You don't know, refer to the internet, to your handphone, especially for this. So, it's ER or EST only. After some time, after doing more and more, again and again, you realize that this is the answer. Okay, you don't even have to think because it's already fixed. And once you have done a lot of, you have a lot of practice, it becomes easier. It becomes automatic. Okay, but again, the basic rule is practice. All right. So if you want to buy my book, go to my WhatsApp and WhatsApp me. If you want to learn speaking, go to my TikTok, go to my Instagram. Okay, so remember to give me a like, share and subscribe, and I will meet you the next video where I think I can finish comparison of adjectives, and then straight away I go to adverbs. I think the next lesson 32 is adverbs. I believe so. Okay, so goodbye and see you again. Thank you for joining my program.